Good day. What you are about to watch is a demonstration of the proponent's system, named ClassTrack Pro. It will feature the core functionalities of the system that would be your basis for the evaluation after this. Please watch this properly and proceed to the next part after finishing this video. To start, the system features a role-based access to the system, starting first with the admin, then proceeding with filling the right credentials for admin user. After logging in, you will be directed to the first module of the admin portal, which is the admin dashboard, where it have various components such as the data cards, which shows the number of users, active classes, the percentage of the system's health, and the space used by the system. In this module, we also have here the quick action panels with 4 navigation buttons, namely the Manage User, that when you click it will direct you to the Users module of the admin portal. Then if you go back and click the Manage Class button, it will direct you to the Classes module. While the next button is View Reports, that will direct you to the Reports module of the admin portal. While the last button is the System Announcement, which will show a pop-up form for announcement that can be filled out when the admin wants to announce something, starting with the title of the announcement, its content, the audience, and an option to attach pictures or files, and a checked box to mark if it is important or not. We also have here another panel for recent activities done in the system, and another panel for the system overview that shows the service status, active sessions, and the security or the overall security of the system. And the room status panel, where it will show all the status of a particular room, such as its cleanliness and occupancy. Moving on, the next module in the admin portal is the Users module, where it will direct you to a dashboard with 3 different panels, the first one being the panel to manage the users, and the bottom to create another user. Here's one example of creating another user in the system. Once the account is created, it can now be seen in the third panel on the Users module, where it lists all the accounts created, along with its role, account status, the date was created, and action buttons like edit and delete. Moving on to the Classes module, we can see here the panel containing a search bar where you can specifically search for a class or even a subject code, just like this example. When I try to search Testing Class 1, it will only show Testing Class 1 and so on. It also contains an action button to create new class, and here's how it is done. Once created, the data card within that panel will be updated to the current total number of created classes that is consistent to the number of widgets that we have here in the Classes Overview panel, and to the active classes that we have, and also another widget button for creating a new class that is the same with the action button that we have on the first panel, and a refresh button. As for the fourth module, we have the schedules, where it has data cards for total numbers of schedules, active classes, different rooms, and clean rooms. We also have here another panel to view all of the schedules. Then the last module that we have in Admin Portal is the Reports. In this module, we can see here 4 data cards that contains the total number of active users, both the teachers and the students, and the currently active classes in the system, the overall system health, as well as the data integrity of the system, and another panel where we have two action button to export datas. And as you can see, we have all the modules here in the sidebar and the lockout button on the bottom part of the sidebar. Aside from that, there is also a chatbot for admin portal named CTBot, a short term for a ClassTrack bot where you can use it for queries and assistance. Now that's all for the admin ward now. We will now proceed to the next role, which is the teacher. We will sign in first using our credentials that match that teacher role. When you are already logged in, you'll be immediately directed to the first module of the teacher portal and see the welcome banner. The second panel contains a View Profile button where you can edit your profile, add pictures, and edit other information about you as the teacher. Once you're done updating your profile, you will still be in the same page, and when you go down, you will see the Security Settings panel where you can toggle the Back to Dashboard bottom to go back to the featured dashboard, and you will see your updated profile already, along with the 6 more panels for the dashboard module. On the other hand, the assignment module is where teachers can create new assignments for their students. To demonstrate further, watch how we created an assignment for the students in a particular class. After creating assignment,
we can now go to the next module, which is My Classes module.
We have here the class overview panel where we can view the details, or where the teachers can view the details regarding their classes and who will be their students. And that is for My Classes module. For the fourth module, which is the schedule, we have here My Class Schedule panels where we can see widgets for each of the classes that the teacher has. So what we are going to do here is to copy the code that we will be using later for the student portal. So now we will be navigating the last module, which is the reports module. And we have here the individual student performance that we will be exploring later. For now, we will lock out the teacher portal so that we may be able to explore the student portal. And just like what we did for the admin and teacher role, we will choose the student role and fill out the form or login form with our student credential. And once you're logged in and verified, you will be redirected to the first module that we have in Student Portal, which is the dashboard module that has a welcome banner and a panel containing a joint class button where we will be clicking this one and filling it with a code that we have earlier from the teacher's portal. After that, we click the View Profile, and just like what we did from the teacher portal, we can update our profile, our picture, and profile information. And once we're done with here, we will still be on the same page, and we will title the back to the dashboard button again so that can go back to the dashboard module. And you can see here that we are already enroll the testing class 1. You have here the quick action panels, and we are now going to the second module, which is the assignments dashboard. We can view here the assignment that we created earlier from the teacher portal. And as you can see, here's the video and the time tracking panel, wherein it tracks the duration of your time that you are here in the assignment beach. You also have here submit link option, an upload file, a submission instructions, and a text box in which it will be triggered once you type something in it. So this will be the one that will be triggered once you put something on the text box. Proceeding, we can see here the link that we touched earlier, and we will wait until the desktop pop up to its designated timestamp. And once you already have an answer, we can now submit our assignment. However, since we triggered the strict mode, you should put something in the text box so that you may be able to click the Submit Assignment button. Once submitted, you can now see the submission status. Once accomplished, we can now toggle the Back to Assignments button, and we will be redirected to the list of assignments that we have and see how many are active, which is 1 and submitted and 0 graded. And for the third module, which is My Classes, we can see here that my Enrolled Classes panel, and we can click that we chat and view the details, such as who are the teachers and will be our class. For the last module, we have here the schedule where it only shows all the schedules students have. In addition, there is also another feature that we wanted to show you where only teachers can ask. So we are lagging back to the cheer portal. You will just fill this one out with the right credentials and sign in and wait until we verify who you are. Once you are logged in, you will cover the My Glasses module and go to the Glasses Overview panel, see the details of Class 1 and put a star on Student B, an indicator that Student 1 is logged out. Then we will log out and log in again the student portal account that we have. Once we're logged in, we will now notice the changes that we have in here. On the student portal sidebar, we will go to the My Classes module and see the testing class 1 and wheel of last officer, and we will value room usage. So this module provides student a report the rooms they are about to occupy. In this module, the students should enter the room number first, then they will proceed to this checklist to check if Everything in the checklist can be applied to the state of the room that they are about to occupy. And if not, it will remain unchecked, and they will update the occupancy start. Since they are about to occupy the role, 3D can attach pictures and additional notes they wanted go. Or like if they want to describe the state of the room when they arrive. So once done, the students can now click the Submit Reports, and once it is submitted, we can already see the report in the Room Status panel, which is also present on the Teacher and Admin portal. Now we can log out the Student portal and proceed to the Teacher portal once again. What we are going to do now is to look if we can see the room status support at the room status panel of the teacher. And as you can see here, it is already here, which was done by student 1. So now we will go to the assignments module so that we can read students 1 assignment and try to the analytics feature of the teacher's portal. So once we're done grading the assignment of student 1, we can now toggle the Show Analytics button, the expert grades, as well as the button to show or hide the quiz results. Also, what you see in here are the details about student 1's assignment earlier. While here, we tried to export the grades, and as you can see, we are able to download it. We can also see here the read analytics of student 1. And for the final feature, we're now going to move on to the report module, straight to the individual student performance panel, and we'll click the analytics, and the student analytics will pop out, which includes their learning overview, average performance, skills that they have developed, their study time, and the exercise that they did in this class. There's also a feature here where we can generate the student performance inside, and it will provide a suggestion and recommendation that we can send straight to the student. So that's all the features that we have in our system. And if in case that you really wanted to experience the features that we have, or like explore the system, the student portal, the teacher portal, we will be linking here or attaching here the link of the web application as well as the information that you can use to log in the teacher or the student portal.